Right. First of all, how and why did you get into mixed martial arts?
I mean, I first started out just training in loads of different martial arts and things, and I seen an advert for a fight when I was about 18, and I'd already trained a long time. And it was called VID000 then, before it was called MMA, and I was in an advert for a fight and went down and had a fight.
Why do you think it's becoming so popular in the Northwest and England?
I mean, looking at the last 2 years or so, I think there's just been a big influx of people taking part, and gyms being interested in doing so, and also the UFC have marketed themselves very well. They started a few years ago to target themselves over in the UK, and gradually more and more people are getting into the sport and either enjoy watching it, taking part, or competing.
Yeah. Why do you think in the Northwest in particular it's becoming quite popular?
I mean, if you look around, there's a lot of Northwest guys fighting for the top promotions for the UFC. There's obviously Mike Bisping is from around the area. Myself, Paul Sass, Terry Etting, Paul Kelly, Aaron Wilkinson. There's loads of guys all who are from this area, Manchester and Liverpool, Wigan, all these places. So I think obviously that they need a good stable to train at, and obviously that brings more people into the sport.
Yeah. Do you think the UFC coming to the MEN and Northwest, like you said, Northwest fighters such as yourself are attracting more interest all the time?
Do what, sorry?
Do you think also the UFC coming to the MEN is attracting more interest?
Oh yeah, definitely.
As well?
I think and I don't just think just with it being in the MEN or in the area so much as just being televised, the event being on TV all the time and easily accessible, and it's on Sky Sports and ESPN and the Ultimate Fighter TV show. So I don't think just that it's at the MEN, it's not very often that it's held there. So I wouldn't say it was just that, but I think just the whole, all of the sport is just being broadcast so much.
Yeah. What do you think the future holds for MMA in the Northwest and England? Do you think it'll take over boxing, or already has?
I don't think it needs to. I don't think they need to compete. I'm not one of these guys who thinks there's either or. I think there's room for boxing shows and MMA shows, and Thai boxing shows. The different sports. So just because we use all facets of it in MMA, it doesn't mean that we should get rid of it or stop. Try and compete. I don't see the competition. It's two different kind of sports. Football and rugby don't compete. Just because they're two combat sports, it doesn't mean that you can't enjoy both or all of them. So I don't see the point. I do however think that mixed martial arts, or the UFC in particular, is going to be much bigger than any other combat sport within the next few years.